We are back again. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys clicking on the video. Captain Cody Davis here with you guys again for another one. Just wanted to take a little bit on my day off here to film this video, doing a review video on a product that I just got my hands on a couple of weeks ago, and a product that I've had a ton of questions on as of late. Any of you that follow me on any of my social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and I think I might have shared it here on YouTube as a short as well. I posted a short clip of my flipping setup while out on the water the other day, and I had a ton of people reaching out, either asking what type of reel I was using, people that were unfamiliar with the product as a whole. But then I had a lot of other people that seemed like they were maybe on the fence about buying one, asking, is it worth the money? Do you like it? Is it as strong and compact as they say? Would you get another one? Do you have any experience with any of the other ones? Just had a lot of questions, so I thought while I'm sitting here, I'll film a video and talk to you guys about it long form. So here we go. I feel like my camera is not going to focus at all because the lighting in this room is terrible right now. But this is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Oh my gosh, there we go. This is the Hundo from Baits. It's a new bait caster I picked up, and it's a reel that I have been eyeing for quite some time now, probably going on about a year. Before we even get started, I just want to let all of you know this is not a sponsored video. I have absolutely no affiliation with this company at all whatsoever. But I will say, and be honest with you guys, I did, while looking at their website, I did send in an application for their little guide program that they offer. I'm not even sure exactly what it is they offer, but you know, this is my livelihood. There's a giant fly in here, and I do really like the product. Spoiler alert. So maybe, just maybe, you'll see me working with them in the future. But as of right now, no affiliation whatsoever. Can't talk right now. But as you can see, super sleek, really cool looking reel. This is the Hundo. It's technically like a 70 size series reel, but it's got the line capacity of 100 size, which is something that we'll talk about here in a minute. But basically, I was at Sanko 6 the other day, had to pick some stuff up, and Alex is now I guess you call it a retailer for these guys, looking to be a service center, and he, has them for sale there at the shop. And he had nothing but good things to say about them. I played with one a little bit in the shop and said, you know what? I didn't buy myself anything for Christmas this year. Let me get one. And really, honestly, could not be happier with this little guy. I don't know why my camera won't focus at all. But couple of the things I liked about them. I really like the construction of these reels and how they're made. They are built, and I don't know exactly what the term is, but cut from a solid piece of aluminum. So this is a solid aluminum body, one piece, which is awesome. I talk to you guys about it all the time when talking about buying reels for fishing Lake Okeechobee, when it comes to flipping, frogging, punching, even throwing a swim jig in heavy cover. It seems like you never want to go with a very low-end reel, and you don't want to go with an ultra-high expensive reel either. Obviously the low-end reels just don't have quality components, and they seem to torque and warp over time. And then when you get into that super, super high-end reel, it seems like they're choosing components that are high quality for a lot of these different reels. But when you start getting up in price and quality, one of the main things they're looking to improve on is the weight of the reel. So I feel like they'll use high quality components but they weigh less. But under that much tension and stress, I feel like those super high end reels seem to torque and just don't hold up well to the abuse of 65-pound braid in lockdown, right? Flipping grass and things, and they won't last you that long. Whereas maybe that $150 to $220 reel, whether it's Abu Garcia, whether it's Daiwa or Shimano, any of them, will hold up a little bit. It might weigh just a little bit more, but it's going to hold you up just a bit longer and going to last you longer than maybe the $500 reel. So with this being a one-piece aluminum body, super strong. There is no give. There is no, I've yanked on it, pulled on it every which way. There is no play in this reel whatsoever, which was a main selling point for me. This is going to bug me that this thing's not focusing at all. Not even close. Crazy. So one piece aluminum body. The components that are inside the reel are all heavy duty. You know, they did it right. They built it right. On top of that, it's got a really good drag. It's got a very smooth drag, which is another thing that's really nice. One of the things that you run into with these reels is baitcasters in general is a lot of times you'll see where they'll say it offers 22 pounds of drag, but at 17 pounds of drag or 18 pounds of drag, which is a ridiculous amount anyway, it comes out and it's not smooth. This drag is smooth all the way through, which I really like, even though when it comes to flipping, it's locked down for me. The size handle, I think it's a 90 millimeter handle, or like really close to it, which for me is the perfect size. And I really, really, really like these grips they put on this guy. They call it a gum rubber or something. Super neat material. Again, I've only had this for a few weeks, but it doesn't seem like something that's going to wear away. Okay, it seems like that's something that's going to hold up. Very, very comfortable in my hand. Not overly big, right? Like sometimes I've fished with reels that have an oversized knob, and it's a little bit too big, but then I've also have some that I'm fishing with right now that I think are just a little bit too small. I don't get a good grip. These are the perfect size. Really like them. They're good and grippy. Like I said, they've got some texture on them. I don't know if you guys can see that there. I'm sure they're going to get dirty and turn black with slime and dirt over time, but I'm not really into aesthetics. I mean, I want it to work. Super solid handle. I really like the lock nut on here as opposed to it being like a nut. This is a kind of like a one-piece insert here, Allen key kind of deal. So I don't think you're going to run into the issue of your handle coming off or getting loose. Awesome braking system. I'm not even going to bore you guys to death. You can go on their website and see how the brake system works in there. But I do like how easy this dial is to adjust, and they've got it inset. If you can see there, kind of more tucked up real tight to the reel, so you don't have to worry about it adjusting or hitting the palm of your hand when you're fishing and hearing clicks at all. Haven't had that issue whatsoever. But also probably, like I said, the biggest thing for me was the size of this reel. You guys hear me use the term palmable all the time in my videos. I like a reel that I could really get a good, my hand around the entire reel. And here's the deal, guys. We're not fishing for mahi or tunas or wahoo. We're fishing for bass. You don't need a lot of line. I think a smaller reel just fishes a lot more comfortable for me. So this thing, it's ridiculous how light it is. When you pick it up, you're like, man, this reel is so light. Again, which makes it even crazier that there's just no play in the reel at all on any aspect of the reel. And it's rock solid, but it's just super, super, super comfortable in my hand. Like I said, I only got one of them. I have it on my flipping rod right now. I did frog with it. I did swim jig with it. For me, a small reel is very, very important for swim jigging as well. If you are shaking that swim jig, there's a lot of fatigue. Or even when you're just slow rolling that swim jig, having a good grip on the reel, nice and easy when they eat it, you can just really pull into them. And obviously frogging, where you're snapping your wrist a lot, popping that frog. The smaller the reel, I mean, I feel like it's just you're going to be able to fish longer with less fatigue. Have never fished with a reel that is as comfortable to fish with as this thing. And I'm being honest with you. So I go out to say that I want to get these for all of my heavy duty, presentations like frogging, swim jigging, big easy, and flipping. But also this would be an awesome reel for flipping fluorocarbon, for throwing a worm. At the end of the day, comfort is a huge thing that I think is overlooked in fishing. You want your rod and reel to be very comfortable in your hand. You fish better long term, if you're not being fatigued and what have you. And that's kind of what this guy offers. The braking worked great for, like I said, throwing a swim jig into the wind and frog. And then obviously just flipping the free spool is great. It's comfortable. It's silky smooth. And it just feels rugged. It just feels heavy duty. So if you guys want to check it out, these guys are expensive. Okay. I think I paid $375 for this thing. All right. It's an expensive reel. I don't typically spend that. But it's one of those things, right? It's kind of like I tell the story with the jackhammer. It's like, I used to think buying a $17 chatterbait was ridiculous, and then I bought one, saw how it looked, felt how it worked, and I caught giants on it. And now look at me, I feel like you're dumb for not buying a $17 chatterbait. You know what I mean? Um, Kind of how they get you with this. I will be buying more of these. Um, the best reel I've ever used, and again, I have no affiliation with it. It's just how comfortable that they are. Now, again, I am only in 3 or 4 weeks with this guy. I will do another review about 6 months in, but everything that I've heard with people that have had a lot longer experience with these guys say that theirs are still working like they came out of the box. So yeah, that's my review. Bates Hundo. If you guys want to check it out, go to their website. And if you guys are, over there at Senko Sticks and you want to get one, he does sell them. I believe they are also available at Fast Break Bait and Tackle on the north end of the lake as well now. I looked on their website. It's pretty cool. But super fun reel. They also offered a wide range, or I shouldn't say a wide range. I think they have 4 models of reels. They have a BFS I saw. They got like an OG, like an old 5500 Ambassador looking reel that they pimped out. And then they have a 150 size, which is called like the GOAT, which is your more, traditional sized, low profile bait caster. Most of the same components, one piece aluminum body, all that. But so far, very impressed with this guy. So if you guys want to check it out, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys want me to bring this on the boat on a guide trip and you can fish with it, let me know. But Bates Hundo, give it an A+.